12 sicarios in the part of Sonora and Hermosillo, the state that connects to Arizona, were gunned down and neutralized in the part of Sonora and Hermosillo. This is what we have been commentating for the past years, that there is a war on the other side of the border that connects the border with Arizona to the state of Sonora. There was a gunfight where the government was fighting against this organized crime, part of the Chapitos, the operator and leader of this group in the part of Sonora, better known as El Chubeto. El Chapitos, it is a small sicario operation group under the wing of the Sinaloa cartel, where 12 sicarios were gunned down by agents of security of the state of Sonora. The article goes that the Fiscal General Justice of Sonora has confirmed that there was a shootout registered in the road and 100 kilometers between Hermosillo and Bahía de Quino. They were on pursuit of the capture of the criminal that is linked to the hunters, better known as Los Cazadores, that they are the organization that works for Los Chapitos under the wing of Sinaloa cartel. Persecution was for Carlos Humberto, that is identified for the authorities as the son of Jesus Humberto Limon Lopez, alias, a.k.a. better known as El Chubeto or the Hunter, ex-leader of the massive group of El Chapitos that it was detained on 2021. This is the man. According to the narrative of the police agents of Sonora, Carlos Humberto was detained on a road that is called Camino del Seri, on a neighborhood that is called Las Minitas. At the moment that he was being captured, he identified as Isaías Valentin, also, a.k.a. better known as the Cardinal or El Comanche. But the uniformed police officers confirmed the real identity of this man. And at the time that this man and the group that he was with was being arrested, a camouflage group of sicarios intended to liberate this man. They did not want this sicario to be captured, and that ended on 12 of the sicarios that they were neutralized and gunned down. This was what they recovered. They recovered at the detention of these sicarios and the ones that they were gunned down. The municipal officials and officers from the state of Sonora, they recovered 21 assault rifles, also from different calibers. The models that they recovered was Barrett, Scar, AR-15, and AK-47. Ultimately, also with bulletproof vests and all the equipment that you see right here that they had, and they were combating also, that they were fighting against the authorities of Sonora. This is the reality of what the state of Sonora it is living. Now, why I wanted to do this report. The thing that I wanted to do this report is because the state of Sonora, this is what they have been going through with the open border policies of the Biden administration. What they have done is incentivize the organized crime to have a lot of power over the open border gaps where these organized crime groups have been smuggling, consistently trafficking humans and trafficking migrants in through non-ports of entry. This has created a war on the other side of the border between two cartels, the CGNG cartel and ultimately the Sinaloa cartel, and ultimately against the government. So there's three organizations, the government trying to combat two organized crimes on the borderlines, where, you know, the most aggravated people and the ones that they have more complications to live on their daily basis are the Mexican citizens. This has increasingly grown due to the open border policies of the current administration of the United States of America, and ultimately not having a dialogue with the Mexican government as how they can combat the organized crime and how they can decrease the level of violence on the state of Sonora that it connects to Arizona. This is on the other side. You don't see Katie Hobbs from the governor of Arizona having a conversation about what they are provoking and what is these open border policies, what are they provoking onto the state of the Mexican, the Mexican state of Sonora. A lot of the people are going to ask, what are the Mexican authorities are doing? Well, they just neutralized 12 individuals that they were sicarios and took care of the situation and basically brought security to the Mexican citizens on that particular area. But this particularly tells you the aggravated situation which the Mexican government is going through on every single border town right now as they are trying to combat the organized crime. And that yesterday they go down and they neutralized 12 sicarios in the part of Sonora as this is getting aggravated at the moment and is growing and growing and growing massively at the moment at the parts of Mexico. You will see a lot of the migrants arriving. You will see video consistently of people showing migrants arriving, migrants walking, migrants arriving, migrants walking. That's a daily day basis. But on the other side of the border, that is where the reality it is happening, that these two organized crime and these two cartels are fighting for territory and then against the government. This is the reality of what these open border policies, what they have caused. The collateral damage, it is irreparable. But the most aggravated thing is, what are they going to do next? How are they going to control this? And how the next administrations on both countries, you will have a next president of Mexico in July, and you will have another president of the United States in November. How are they going to dialogue, and in what way, how are they going to push to combat the organized crime, to bring peace on both sides of the border? I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. This is The Report.